Hey guys, EdogPlays here, bringing you guys another video. Today is going to be Tap Titans 2 part 268. I hope everyone is having an absolutely fantastic day. Today is going to be the mid tournament update, and I'm really excited to show you guys where we're sitting. So you guys remember yesterday's video, we joined the tournament and we got our max stage at the time was 80,600, and you know, that was a pretty big increase. That was about a 400 stage or so increase from last tournament. I was fairly happy with that. Not so much our placement, but you know, 400 stages for me is honestly pretty decent. I find that typically I'll do a big push right at the beginning because I have so many relics banked up and saved, and then it really starts to die off, and after a couple of runs it really starts to slow down and we can't push nearly as many stages. And that's kind of what's happened with this tournament as well, and I want to talk about that a little bit later. But if we go ahead and take a look here, our current max stage is 81,007. I'm so happy we finally got to 81,000. Honestly, 80 to 81,000 felt like a breeze. It felt really quickly. It was 3 tournaments or so because, well, the first tournament we crossed over 80,000, so there was a period obviously where we were before, so it was about 2.5 tournaments till, well, basically actually just 2 tournaments till we got here, because we had the last tournament and then we had this half and the half at the beginning. So basically 2 full tournaments it took us to get to 81,000 max stage. I'm pretty happy with that. Pushing 1,000 stages is really good, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. But I have not taken a look at the tournament standings to see where we're at. Last I left off, I was first place. The rest of the people haven't really pushed, not since yesterday's video. The guy was at 80,808, I think, but since last time I checked, no one had played. So I'm really curious to see how this goes. We do still have a lot of time left over. I made sure to get up on time. You know, we still got 4 hours, over 4 hours till the tournament's over. So let's go ahead and check the standings. Wow. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is oh, sorry, not 4 hours, sorry, 3 hours and 20 minutes remaining here. So I'm really happy with this. This is awesome, guys. We could be winning a crafting shard tournament here. My concern is this guy here. It says he hasn't played in 2 hours. His max stage is 80,897, but this is a little bit higher. So he's about 100 stages away from us. I think I could still push a little bit, and I'm probably gonna, well, what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna bank and get ready to snipe him at the very end. Bank, excuse me, save all my relics and then wait for the last second. So when he thinks he's ahead of me, we're gonna zoom by him and hopefully take that W. Hopefully it doesn't end up being a massive L and we end up missing the sniper or anything like that, but we should be good. And guys, I'm actually super shocked to see that this guy down here still hasn't even got to their max stage. Most of these people haven't even got to their max stage yet. I don't even know if this guy has. No, he hasn't. This was the guy that we were competing against yesterday, was the other Canadian. He was at, oh sorry, 80,803 max stage was his. But there we go, we're first place. I'm super pumped about that. I did actually go ahead and finish Angelic Guardian, so we'll go ahead and roll the clip now. I'll give you a quick little update here. We've pushed to first place, 80,815 stages. Now that I feel a little bit more confident, we pushed a little bit in our tournament, we're going to go ahead and finish Angelic Guardian. So we have 227 crafting shards. It only costs 180 to craft the 5th piece. This should hopefully speed up our run times because we can splash more stages. But we're going to go ahead and finish this off. We already know which one we're going to get. This is going to be a sword primary boost. We're just hoping that the buffs are going to be good. We want Chesterton Gold Chance, Chesterton Gold, and multiple fairy, I think was another one. Let me double check. Let me see. Yeah, oh my god. Okay, so this is almost, well, no, at least we got the multiple fairy. We didn't get the Chesterton ones, but we got the multiple fairy. So I'm going to take it. That's going to be way higher. As you guys can see in the earlier part of the video, we were at 185 multiplier. We went up to 185 because we did a little bit of extra pushing. So we're getting rid of some of the Chesterton Gold chance, but we're getting multiple fairy chance and obviously a higher, more damage. So we're going to go and equip that sword primary boost, but guys, enjoy the rest of the video. There we go. So as you guys saw, we got this last equipment piece here, the mythic aura, which is really good buffs. I'm really happy with this. Multiple fairy chance is going to be a really big one, and so now we're not gonna have to spend as much on fairy charm. Still, we want fairy charm to go ahead and increase the how frequently the fairies come, but we don't need it as much now to get multiple fairies, because now honestly, as you guys can see, well, that was only about 5 fairies or so, but there's times where we get like 10 fairies on the screen. It's absolutely awesome. But I do want to go ahead and activate all of our perks yet because I haven't done that. So we got power swiping we're going to want to activate, and we're going to do adrenaline rush because we're going to do as many runs as we possibly can, but we may not even have to do a doom. I do want to go ahead and save that if we can, because I feel like we've done enough banking and we're probably not gonna have to push that much further, to be honest with you, in this tournament, in the last 3 hours of the tournament. But if we do, I'll go ahead and pop a doom and get pushing. But I do want to go ahead and do a raid attack with you guys here. We do have a new raid, so this is going to be a push raid, so we're on 333, which is absolutely crazy. There is only 3 titans in this one, so they're going to be really difficult to beat, but only 3 of them this time, which is I think a little bit worse, but some people may have different opinions, just because there's not as many VM cycles, and VM is where you get a ton of damage from. So my main decks were going to be, if you take a look, this is our fuse deck. It's pretty good, but honestly, obviously I can't use it right now, and we want to go ahead and destroy this titan as quick as we can. And a fuse, last time I did about 1.3 million damage. I'm expected to do a little bit more with this one, anywhere from 1.3 to 1.4. Even with this deck is a little bit changed. I normally have Clanship Barrage here, but recently, if you guys do remember from my other video, I put Clanship Barrage with Moonbeam here, and it's been with Victory March, and it's been absolutely amazing. So I want to make sure we have Clanship Barrage for Victory March, and we also have our totem deck that we're gonna do. But we're gonna go ahead and do our flak deck. We're gonna do deck 5 here. We're gonna be flacking the torso, hopefully destroying that head sometime soon. So we'll go ahead and call that out in chat and go flak torso. Let me spell, sorry, there we go. So flak torso there. And we're gonna go ahead, like I said, this is gonna be a little bit of a different deck. We're probably gonna redo this a couple times here just to try to get, I find with the flak deck, honestly, I think I tried it 2 or 3 times and the damage was so close. Actually, this twice we got the same exact damage. So you know, if we can go ahead and we'll probably do it once and see what we get. And if it's very slightly off, you know, let's say it's like 1.29 or something like that, we'll probably redo it. But honestly, redoing flak, you probably won't be getting a ton of extra damage. This is, I guess, is from what I have done last night, because I don't use flak that often. I'm not gonna lie, I don't use it that often, but in a titan like this, we kind of need to. So 1.32, we'll go ahead and do a retry here, see if we can get a little bit more damage. But like I said, I really don't think we're gonna be able to get that much extra damage out of it. So 1.32, I bet you we'll get like 1.33 or 1.31. Well, it'll be within 0.01 of each other. So that's still a lot of damage, still more than I think we probably could have done with our fuse deck. And you know, the fuse isn't going to be happening for a while near the end of the cycle, because we still have to destroy the head, then we go VM on the torso, but the VM should be going pretty quick, so we should be good there. But yeah, I'm not going to be saving the fuse. I'll save the Thriving Plague, I'll save that, but I don't want to be saving the fuse for this. So we'll go ahead and do this one. Wow, okay, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and cut and do one more time here just to try to get a little bit more damage. BRB. Okay guys, we got 1.32 again. Like I said, I mean, there's not really a huge damage difference. I did it about 4 times there, and we varied anywhere from 1.29 to 1.32. So a 30,000 damage difference is not that much, you know, if you keep redoing it and redoing it. So it's not a huge difference. Whereas, you know, something for like a totem deck, I mean, I've went from doing well, last night it was huge. It was such a big difference. There was like a 200,000 damage difference where I just, you know, one time the totem stacks just weren't nearly as good, and it was just, it's such a RNG game with totem especially. But with that one, the flak one isn't that bad. Like I said, we had a 50,000 damage difference over about four attacks there, so that's not that bad, to be honest with you. So I'll go ahead and take that for now. But I wanted to go ahead and do, raid cards. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do oh yes, this is perfect actually. So Prismatic Rift is actually one of the cards that we needed to upgrade as soon as we possibly could. That is just something that's a card that, you know, we are very low in terms of levels for. So we're gonna go ahead and buy Prismatic Rift here. This is, we're actually going to go ahead and be able to get a level up here, and this was for our fuse deck. So we got level 13 Prismatic Rift, and as you guys can see, we have nearly 7,000 dust. Before buying that, we had about 7,200. So we're going to go ahead and purchase this now, get that Prismatic Rift leveled up, because this is, like I said, one of the top ones there, Prismatic Rift. So we went ahead and did a level up there. But honestly guys, my shops have been so good lately. Nothing else that I really want to buy here, to be honest with you. Prismatic Rift was even a bit of a stretch. I didn't really want to go ahead and do that one. But it was really high up in terms of the list, and we have so much dust. I don't want to be buying everything. Like I said, that's a good way to get rid of your dust for sure. But if we take a look here, I have the Artifact Optimizer, Prismatic Rift, or the Dust Optimizer, sorry. Prismatic Rift was the second most important one to go and level up. So we gained another 32,000 damage from doing that level up. So basically you want to look at this column, and this is like in the order of, you know, when you should upgrade at what time, basically. So obviously Purifying Blast, we should be upgrading all the time. the Prismatic Rift is number 2. So that's why I went ahead and did that upgrade there. Hopefully, you know, we're going to see an extra little bit of damage there. Obviously, it said 30,000 damage, but with Fuse, with anything from like Totem, all of those decks are so RNG based, and especially with Fuse, I find there's so many errors that you can make, and you're gonna be redoing that deck so many times just to try to get the most amount of damage. Same with Totem. Totem and Fuse, I think, are the 2 worst decks. They're gonna just be redoing. I mean, Thriving Plague even a little bit, but not nearly as much as Fuse. Fuse, you got to time it perfectly if you want to get the perfect amount of damage. But guys, with that being said, I'm gonna have to go and end today's video here. If you guys have enjoyed another Tap Titans 2 video, be sure to go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe so you guys don't miss any more daily content. I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.